and welcome to Best in Tesla. So Hyundai just revealed their new electric car, the IONIQ 5, the first member of Hyundai's IONIQ family. And this car is not just a nice car that you can now get as an electric car. Hyundai is really bringing their A game and even bringing something totally new and raising the bar for what you can expect when it comes to electric cars from the old automakers. Now this is a true competitor to the Tesla Model 3. So let's check it out and let's dive right in. So let's start with the specs. It comes with Hyundai's new battery platform, the E-GMP. And you can get this with either a 48 kWh battery pack or a 72.6 kWh battery pack. And it comes as a four-wheel drive or as a rear-wheel drive. With the big battery pack you should get 300 miles of range, and this being Hyundai that have the very popular and efficient Kona, I do believe they will have exactly that, so about 481 kilometers of range. And the all-wheel drive model does a 0 to 100 kilometers in 5.2 seconds, very respectable, and the top speed is 185 kilometers an hour, so that is very nice as well. But it has a 350 kilowatt charging speed. Now that is what I'm talking about. Hyundai went all the way with this car. Very, very nice. Not like the new 2021 model Chery Bolt that has a 50 kilowatt charging. That is just embarrassing. And they need to make a whole commercial with Disney just to make this car interesting. The IONIQ 5 has 7 times faster max charging speed. And you can even compare this to the ID3 that only has a 100 kilowatt charging, or the ID4 that only has a 125 kilowatt charging. And it is not like Volkswagen doesn't have access to faster charging. The Porsche Taycan and the Audi e-tron GT can charge with 270 kilowatts or 250 kilowatts. So like I said about these cars, I had hoped they would put in some faster charging speed, but they didn't. But Hyundai did. The little IONIQ 5 charges faster than both the Audi e-tron and the Taycan. Hyundai, this is job well done. So they say they can give you 100 kilometers in just 5 minutes. But this kind of confuses me because Tesla has 250 kilowatt charging and they say they can get 120 kilometers in just 5 minutes. And they do have a slightly bigger battery and 100 kilowatts slower charging. So if anyone knows why this is, or are these numbers wrong, or I would really love if you would let me know in the comments below. But we are not done yet with all this great stuff this car can do, because as a European it makes me very happy to see this one comes with a real tow hitch that can pull up to 1,600 kilos or 3,500 pounds. So that is awesome. And it does come with a nicely sized trunk or boot or whatever you call it. It has 531 liters of trunk space, compared to the Tesla Model 3 that only has 450 liters. So that is very nice. It does only have a very small frunk, 57 liters if you have the rear-wheel drive or 24 liters if you have the four-wheel drive model, where Tesla has the 127 liters. But this sporty little hatchback is definitely roomy enough for a family with 2 children like mine. And the inside of the cabin looks very minimalistic, and I like that kind of look. The Kona does look a bit old school and outdated, but this IONIQ 5 does look very fresh. And you can move the rear seats back and forward as well if you please, and even the middle console can move back and forward. So the inside looks very roomy and nice. And you can choose to get cameras instead of side mirrors if you prefer. But they have even made an electric socket between the back seats. that can supply 3.6 kilowatt of power. That is equivalent to a small petrol generator. And you can also do this from the outside of the car, so you can power pretty much anything. Now this is kind of cool, right? So all in all, this is a great electric car that even takes charging to a new level with 350 kilowatts charging, and you can pretty much charge anything else with this car. So I am very impressed with this car. I can't wait for it to come to Denmark so I can take it for a spin. But then there of course is the price. And I don't know what this will cost in my country yet, but the numbers I have been able to find is about 48,000 British pounds in the UK before any government grants. So this puts it a bit over the Tesla Model 3 long range. But I actually think this is a great competitor to the Tesla Model 3. Not like the ID.3, that is much less specs, much slower charging and feel a bit cheap inside and just outdated. But the IONIQ 5 can come very close to Tesla's specs all around and faster charging, and the electric socket is something you can't get with your Tesla. So they do bring something new to the table, and it looks fresh and has good range and performance. The Tesla Model 3 does of course give you about 60 miles or 100 kilometers more range and a second faster 0 to 100 kilometers of acceleration. And if you buy the Tesla, you of course get a much bigger charging network with a lot more fast chargers. So even though the IONIQ 5 comes with faster charging speeds, you will probably charge your Tesla faster in real life because there are not many charging stations that can handle 350 kilowatt charging. Most of the fast DC charging station is 50 kilowatt charging. More and more faster charging stations are coming, so the IONIQ 5 is very future proof. But right now you will probably charge in real life faster with your Tesla. But of course, the one thing you know if you follow my channel for a while that I will never live without again is that my car must be able to do an over-the-air update. And since Hyundai didn't mention this at all, I don't think it is capable of getting an over-the-air update. And that is such a shame, because on every other matrix this car nails it. This is an awesome electric car, but not future-proof, since it can't get over-the-air updates, so the car will never get better than it is now. And of course this car will never drive itself either. Even though it can do lane shift and have very nice safety feature, it will never drive itself. So if you buy the Tesla Model 3 instead, you will get a car that gets better over time, and it will at some point be able to drive itself. So of course the Tesla fanboy would still prefer the Tesla Model 3 over the IONIQ 5. But if you don't care about the over-the-air update of full self-driving, this electric car seems to be one of the best out there. Very well made, Hyundai. I am very impressed with this car. They went all in and built the best car Hyundai is able to build. They didn't cheapen it to get down in price to the ID.3 or something like that, but made it as good as they possibly could, and big respect for that. The true affordable electric car will come soon enough, don't worry, but I think you get much more car for your money with this car than you do with, for example, the ID.3, that is still a bit too expensive for what you get. The IONIQ 5 seems fair. It is a little expensive, but you will also get a very nice car with very good specs all around, and even things you can get with any other car right now. And that gives you the right to price it a bit more expensively. So yeah, Hyundai, your first new EV of the IONIQ family did not disappoint. Job is very well done here, and I can't wait to see the other IONIQ family members and what you have up your sleeves with those cars. Congratulations with your very nice IONIQ 5, a great contribution to the electric revolution. And thank you for watching, and until next time, take care out there and be nice.